We have the erratic weather. We have to do this today. Very scary. Who might we be defeating? Does erratic weather have effect in battles? Yeah. I don't know what it does exactly or how it works. Let's take a look right now. Because we have to do, I think there's 10 erratic weather battles. I don't exactly know how this works. Oh my god, no, we're down here. Okay. So swimmer read, sunny. Sunny. Rain. Rain plus electric terrain. Rain. Rain. Okay, so it seems like the erratic weather just has a bunch of random weather effects that are kind of set per battle, it seems like. I was confused though, because I saw on Peach Out Daily when he got the Mega Aerodactylite, that was under rain. How does that work for like optionals? You time it and you choose the effect. Interesting. So doing some fights during erratic weather can be beneficial then, is what you're saying. But I think the first fight is Swimmer Reed in Permanent Sunny. 50 days of pain. He has been playing this game for 50 days. Flying on HG was at 50 days at this point. Keep in mind, we probably have also done like 50 days. It's just once a week. Like if we do the math of playing like on average 5 hours a day, what is 360 divided by 5? 72. So we're at around, I think most go a little over 5 hours, because I remember my first Run Bun streams, they're like 12 hours each. So we're probably a couple extra days over Flygon, which is crazy actually, because I feel like we take a lot longer to calc than him. I guess we do longer streams. Seems like this is where we're going. All right, this is the next trainer in erratic weather, where it's either sunny or raining, depending on the fight. This is a sun battle, where we are fighting a sun-based team. So we didn't miss any details. The pre-damages are done. Level 89, level 89, level 91, level 89... level 87, level 91. Let's check our choice specs. Choice scarf, citrus, aguav, citrus life orb. Yep, ready to go. Okay, perfect. All right. Cool. That said 79? No, what? I'm scoring with you. I'm messing with you. We wanted a level 79 Tabasco. I'm not gonna make that mistake again, chat. We calced with 79. All right, so this a Stunfisk that honestly does not matter because it will be dying. It dies to Icicle Spear. We're gonna hit it 5 times with our skill link. We're ready to go. I had to cover my face because I was smiling. All right. Yeah, Icicle Spear just kills the Stunfisk. There's Sun, so it's obviously water resisting, and it's holding a Shucca Berry to resist ground, so our only option for killing it was Ice. Now, there is a Greninja in this battle, and Greninja does see that it kills me, but due to a bug in the Protean ability, it doesn't think it can kill me. Because it's a water type, and it's like, all my moves are water type for some reason, and so it thinks it does half damage on all of its moves. I don't understand it, really. So we played around that bug. And that means their evil Cloyster will now be coming in, because it sees that it kills me with Weather Ball. A fire type Weather Ball because of the sun. Alright, so their Cloyster comes in, which is faster because it's naive or whatever. So we're able to switch in Tabasco. So Tabasco's going to switch in now. And it's going to take that Weather Ball that the Cloyster has. And at level 79, it takes it pretty well. And because we're a Rapidash and it's a clam or whatever it is, it just dies to overheat because it's in the sun. So we will kill with overheat now. And overheat will take this thing out. And now their Archeops will come in. Their terrifying, scary Archeops. Why is the horse low level? It's just good to have Pokemon on low level so they can be slower sometimes. So now Archeops is going to come in, and it kills me with both Air Slash and Meteor Beam. The thing is, it will not use Air Slash because it has a White Herb and Meteor Beam boost special attack, and so it's like, I can kill with Meteor Beam. And I have a Power Herb, not a White Herb. I gotta use Meteor Beam, it gives me the boost. So it has to use Meteor Beam here, even though both moves kill. So, we will switch in our Escavalier, which has been pre-damaged to 236 HP for a very specific reason, which you will see in a moment. So here's our Meteor Beam. The Power Herb maxes it out. The Power Herb sends it, and it's going to deal a heck of a lot of damage. Whoa! We couldn't get crit there because we have Shell Armor. We have the 50% berry to bring us above 50%. So now Air Slash does not see a kill, and the only move that it can use is Heat Wave. Because we know it's going to use Heat Wave, we need a Pokemon to take a Heat Wave and then kill this Archeops in return. And so for the second time this battle, it will be a brief mirror match as we send in our Dino Nugget on the Heat Wave. It's frozen. Heat Wave will thaw it out, and because we were frozen, Heat Wave cannot burn. And we're holding a Citrus Berry in case it brings us below 50%. We were defrosted. Beautiful. The sunlight is strong. And now, because my Archeops is actually insane on its stats, jolly, perfect speed stat, we outspeed their Archeops by 5 points. And Rock Slide just kills. We are our Dino Nuggy has been de-thawed, and it's ready to cook. Yep, Rock Slide. Now, the only Pokemon that outspeeds and kills me comes in, and that is going to be the super fast Jolteon. Alright, so Jolteon, it sees a kill only with its electric moves, which it has Volt Switch and Thunderbolt. And fortunately, our Bok Choy is going to switch in on that electric move. How beautiful. There it is, Thunderbolt. And with a Choice Scarf, we outspeed this Jolteon. Forgive the ignorant question. You know, we haven't mentioned this in a while. Every move in this game has been boosted by about 10% accuracy. So things with 90% have 100%. Things with like 70% have 80%. Generally, that's like a general rule. Anyways, we outspeed and kill this with Earthquake. There it is. And now, finally, we will see this problematic Greninja because its AI is very broken because of the Protean bug. They have an Arcanine. They're not going to send it in because they think I can kill it in one hit. Even though I can't. Because it has Intimidate, but they don't consider that. So Greninja comes in now. And this is really the only variance in the line. It can use Spikes or it can attack. But we would like it to attack here, I think. So we will use Earthquake. We outspeed because we're Choice Scarfed. It's going to be using Dark Pulse or Spikes. And just for consistency's sake, it would be nice if it used Dark Pulse. But I think most likely it's Spikes. Yeah, there. Now use Spikes. It's probably fine. We'll see. This is the only variance. And again, we do outspeed, so we will kill it this turn with Earthquake. So now the Arcanine comes in. And this is the weird part. Because it didn't attack, this Arcanine will either be using Solar Beam or it will be using Roar. And Roar will switch us out to a completely random Pokemon. If it doesn't Roar, we instantly win, essentially. If it does, we'll have to add a couple of turns. But I believe Acai can switch in with the Choice Specs that it doesn't outspeed, actually. With the Choice Specs, it kills in one hit at level 91. U-turn, we cannot U-turn because we are holding the Choice Scarf again. So we're just going to hope no Roar on this first turn, because we will take a little bit of Spikes. And there's Solar Beam, so we guaranteed win. Fantastic. It outspeeds, but because Roar has negative priority, if it happens to use it, then we'll move first and it dies. So Trick Meteor just kills here. Yeah, the big thing is not the spikes damage on Acai, it's the spikes damage on the other Pokemon that gets switched in instead. Bang. Cool. 49 damage on Solar Beam. How tanky is Acai? I'll show you. But there's our first Erratic Weather done. When does AI use Roar? It scores +6 when nothing else is higher than that. Here, look at my Acai stats. Spikes didn't get applied because we have Levitate. So we're first off, we're Calm Nature, which boosts our special attack, or special defense, sorry. And our IVs is 26 special defense. These are all natural except for our speed. I believe our speed was like 8 when we caught it or something. And we did use a scale to max speed. This is a very above average Pokemon. It was just 50-50. It was, I believe, 60-40 to use an attack over Spikes. But it could have used Spikes, which is, again, just fine. All right, so let's go plan for the next fight. Chase and Allison. This is a double battle. Oof. 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 Is this in the sun? It's sunny. Okay. Ugh. And I'm just going to send it to level 91. We finally get Urshifu's signature move, the thing that makes it so powerful. Wicked Blow. Yes. We delete Brick Break here because it's technically a flex slot. And we'll delete Crunch if we ever need to delete Crunch. That's the idea. This is the double battle against Triathlete Chase and Allison. It's a tricky fight that we technically could have just beat with 2 Pokemon. We brought 6. We're using 3. But I'm pretty sure we could do this 2v6 if we really wanted to, but I didn't want to think about it that hard. Let's lock in. Save the game. All right. Here we go. Chase and Allison. They should send in Colossal and Bruxish first in the sun because it is the erratic weather. And the weather changes depending on the battle. So this is sunny. We got left guy bugged. So what happened here was the game loaded the trainers in the wrong order, and they're sending them out in the wrong slots, which actually changes the baiting order. So the AI, when they're switching in, it'll change the Pokemon that gets switched in. The thing is, the line that we have built does not matter if we get left guy bugged here. So the gimmick for this battle is that the sun is up and Bruxish has Aqua Jet. Colossal has a weakness policy and steam engine. So if it gets hit by a water move, its speed will get set to +6 and its attack and special attack will be set to +2 each. So, and this Bruxish in the sun will do less with Aqua Jet. So it's gonna Aqua Jet its teammate Colossal to make this thing an absolute monster. The thing is, Colossal's like really slow, and at +6, Corncob with a Choice Scarf actually outspeeds, and Corncob actually has Tailwind, so we can set up Tailwind to outspeed with Mustard, and then just kill the Colossal. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna kill the Colossal before it can attack, even at +6 speed. We're gonna close combat Colossal, and our Corncob has a Choice Scarf to set up Tailwind. And we cannot use Sucker Punch, of course, because, or Fake Out, because Bruxish has Dazzling ability. So priority moves do not work. So we Tailwind here. And it Tailwinds Colossal. Now Colossal, the stat boosts. Steam Engine, +6 speed. And then there's the weakness policy for +2 special attack and +2 attack. Insane. But Corncob outspeeds and sets up Tailwind, and then because of Tailwind, Mustard kills with close combat. So they just wasted their turn. Cool. Now, this Bruxish has Reflect, Light Screen, Psychic Fangs, and Aqua Jet. But because I outspeed and kill this Bruxish, it has to attack me before it thinks it's going to die. So it's just going to Aqua Jet my Mustard in the sun, which is not going to do anything as Heliolisk comes in. So we're just going to kill this Heliolisk with a Wicked Blow, which is a new move that we have. And Corncob obviously needs to switch out because it's Choice Scarfed into Tailwind. So we're going to use Nectarine here. So Nectarine's going to come in. So our B comes in. Our Urshifu takes an Aqua Jet. And this is the first time I've seen Wicked Blow. Cool. Oh, cool little attack there. Anyways, Wicked Blow always gets a critical hit. That's the gimmick with that move. So it's pretty strong. It's base 120 power, I believe, with the crit base, essentially. And it's very consistent damage. So now the Sunlight is strong. And Lapras is going to come in. And I believe Bruxish has 213 speed. So let me just double check something, actually. I believe Bruxish is going to... I think it's guaranteed to Aqua Jet or Shifu again, I think, which is fine. We are going to close combat to kill this Lapras in one hit. And Beedrill, the beautiful bee that it is, will Mega Evolve. And Leech Life will be killing Bruxish in one hit. So here we are. Beedrill Mega Evolves. I believe Bruxish has to Aqua Jet or Shifu. Wasting yet another turn. As Leech Life will be killing Bruxish, and Close Combat will be killing Lapras. Now, there's only 2 Pokemon left, and they both go down to the overwhelming power and speed of Mustard and Nectarine. The classic combination, Mustard on a Nectarine. Anyways, Toucannon comes in, and the combination of Wicked Blow plus Poison Jab absolutely melts this guy. So Wicked Blow and Poison Jab finishes him off. The easy 3v6. Bang. And it's gone. It's such a good animation. I love that. They're blasting off. Oh, they're blasting off again. Our Tailwind petered out, but once the left side is down, honestly, once the Colossal is down, we actually just outspeed and kill everything. So again, it looks like Wicked Blow plus Leech Life kills this Nidoking. And this Nidoking does have a Focus Sash, so we do need to hit it multiple times. Wicked Blow plus Leech Life finishes this punk off. And what is that? 5 kills for Urshifu now? On just this battle. Has the AI rolls for damage on must crit moves for switch in thing come up yet? Because that always gets me with Wicked Blow. What does that mean? Do they see that it always crits? Is that what you mean? Because I guess we've never considered this yet. They always see the crits? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. That's the way I assumed it works. All right. Well, there's a battle down. Very quick cook. So the next fight is, I believe in the sun. I believe in the rain. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, I guess it's time for another fight. Bro, we're averaging over 1 fight an hour today. This is crazy. All right, so this is the first one in rain. We did count with rain, good. We did this double battle already. It is against Tisha here. All right, let's go fight Tisha now. All right, let's get into this battle. What's the hurry? Let's take it slow and easy. Swimmer Tisha would like to battle. She sent out Copperajah. This Copperajah likes to set up Stealth Rocks because it's a big boy that has a Focus Sash. So it's just going to set up the Stealth Rocks. But its ability doesn't stop it from taking a Fake Out. So we're going to Fake it out. And then at level 86, Tofu's Close Combat will finish it off. And because we use Close Combat and not Low Kick, our defenses are lowered, which means the next Pokemon to outspeed and kill will come out. And it's guaranteed to use its attacking move because it's guaranteed to see a kill. So we hit a Close Combat. Tofu! The whole reason this run is still alive because it woke up on a turn that it needed to in the second gym. It was crazy. Our 2-scale goat, I believe. I believe we've used 2 hard scales on Tofu. Which is so dumb. 1/7 of the heart scales that we've ever used was on Tofu. Anyways, Comfy comes in, and it's going to be using Dazzling Gleam because it sees that it outspeeds and kills with that move. So, we're going to switch in Nectarine, our B, who is actually able to take that quite nicely. Good. So we take a little Dazzle. And this Pokemon has the ability Triage, which makes healing moves have priority. And the thing is, it has Draining Kiss, which counts as a healing move. So it has a priority healing move in Draining Kiss, so it can deal damage to me. The thing is, it doesn't realize that I'm about to kill it because I haven't Mega Evolved, so it's not going to use its priority move, and it's just going to die to Poison Jab. Mega Evolving lets us outspeed, and then Poison Jab will kill it. And now, because our Mega Beedrill is blisteringly fast, we outspeed everybody on the team, including the Beartic, which is Swift Swim. We also outspeed the Poliwrath, but the Poliwrath is also has Swift Swim, so it's going to come out and it's going to outspeed us. So, Poliwrath comes out, and it sees that it kills us with Liquidation and just Liquidation. So, I am going to switch in Golisopod to take that Liquidation and exit out. Exit out by switching manually. Because a frozen Golisopod makes Poliwrath use Belly Drum. And we want it to use Belly Drum, because then we can switch an Archeops for free. There it is. So now it goes down to 50% HP, its max attack. It goes up to 75% HP because it's holding a Citrus Berry. Ah, it lost 50% of its HP rounded down. They screwed up the HP when building the team. Stupid! So yeah, Dual Wing Beat kills. It deals 76%. We thought the Citrus Berry was going to activate, but I guess they screwed up when building this team. We outspeed and kill with Dual Wing Beat. We deal 75%. Oh wait, no, Dual Wing Beat will activate the Citrus Berry. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, Dual Wing Beat deals 75%. It's fine. We outspeed and kill because we have a Choice Scarf. Yeah, Citrus Berry activates mid-turn. That's good. That's good that we did that. That's kind of funny. All right. Now, we outspeed and outdamage everything except Vaporeon. So Vaporeon is going to come in, and it sees a kill with its Scald move. Acrobatics could have killed. Yeah, we could have just used Acrobatics there, actually. True. We do not kill this Vaporeon, unfortunately. And it kills me with Scald, so it will be using Scald. Almost certainly. Now, P is going to take that Scald. And it will go down below half. But a lot is going to happen, because it's going to unfreeze due to the Scald. It's going to eat a berry to go back above half HP, and then it'll exit out. So there it's below half. It gets... Wait. Does Scald not thaw? Yeah, okay, it does. There it is. And then there's emergency exit. Okay. I thought it... yeah. Anyways, Sprout's going to come in now. And Sprout is level 91. Sprout's gonna come in. And it is also holding a Choice Scarf, which allows us to outspeed in one shot with Wood Hammer. And now, because of the Choice Scarf, the only Pokemon that outspeeds and kills me will come in. The only Pokemon left that outspeeds and kills me is Beartic. And it sees it with Icicle Crash and Icicle Crash alone. And so it will be using it, but great news. Taco gets more time to shine. Taco takes the Icicle Crash. So Taco switches in and is able to defeat this Beartic after taking an Icicle Crash. Youch! Even though it gets outsped and this Beartic's doing an enormous amount of damage, this Life Orb is critical to allowing Taco to kill. Taco has skill link, and we taught it Rock Blast so many months ago. And Rock Blast will not kill most of the time, actually. So we'll see here. But we take a body press because it does outspeed. This thing's blazingly fast. And it's going to take a little bit more life orb. And now I'm looking at it. Actually, Rock Blast has a good chance to kill. He has a very high chance to kill, in fact. If it gets a crit or a bunch of high rolls, we're in the clear. Come on, Taco. And that's why he's the GOAT. She's the GOAT. Right, she. Forgot. Anyways, Phalanx is the last Pokemon to come out. And, it outspeeds and sees a kill with only close combat, so it must use close combat. So we will switch in our Nectarine on that close combat. Whoa, and because it used that, it's lowering its defenses, which means it now dies to Poison Jab. And we outspeed. So Poison Jab sends it to its grave. Beautiful. And there goes the battle. Whoa, I've been doing that a lot lately. Tisha's down. Beautiful. Is it rain? Rain plus electric terrain. Oh, and you got thunder? Of course you have thunder, you freaking... Alright. Rain and electric terrain. Next fight is against Clarence. Swimmer Clarence. We got some good Pokemon. We got a classic Peanut here. We haven't seen Peanut in a while. Redeem a goal for New Game Plus. I'd do New Game Plus if the Run Bun video gets like 10 million views or something. Yeah, I think I can financially justify that. I think that video, the opportunity cost, I think 10 million views is the line where I'd do New Game Plus. Alright, it's fight time in the rain now. Here we go. Swimmer Clarence, tricky fight, but I think we figured out a line through it. Alright, Clarence. Surfing isn't as easy as it seems, isn't that right? Yeah, that's why I always dive to avoid optional trainers. Never want to be surfing. Anyways, Clarence comes in. He sends out a Dragonite. This Dragonite's holding a Yachi Berry. It is Dragon Claw, Hurricane, Hydro Pump, and Thunder. The classic Hurricane, Hydro Pump, Thunder set in the rain. It's also Electric Terrain, which we did consider when we were calcing. I just kind of forgot about it at the end there. Alright, so Draco Meteor, because this is a thunderstorm battle. Draco Meteor just kills this guy. We drop a Draco. With the Choice Specs, it deals 215%. It's very much overkill. The reason why we're holding Choice Specs is just so other Pokemon see that we still out-damage them after we use Draco Meteor, because now we're at -2 special attack. So the next Pokemon to come in should be Armaldo, because it outspeeds me with its Swift Swim. And Armaldo's highest damaging move is Leech Life, so it will be using that. Or it could use Swords Dance. Either way, it doesn't matter, because Dino Nugget is able to switch in on the Leech Life or the Swords Dance. Yep. Alright, so Archeops comes in. It's going to take a hit. Bang. There's the Leech Life. Youch. No crit, that's fine. So now, despite Armaldo's defense being astronomical, and its speed being doubled in the rain, we do outspeed this, and we do one-shot it with Rock Slide because a Choice Band Rock Slide does 121% somehow. Archeops is crazy, man. But because we killed them, there's only one Pokemon that outspeeds me now, and that is Seismitoad, because it also has Swift Swim in the rain. So Seismitoad's going to come in, and it sees that it kills me with Weather Ball, which I do not want to die to. So I'm going to switch back to Hydreigon. And Hydreigon can take a Weather Ball pretty well. Pretty well. Scurry, thank you for the sub. 19. Okay, so that's how he takes a Weather Ball. The Water Weather. Boom. Double crit leaves us on 4% HP, fun fact. But that's besides the point. Acai does kill this with the Draco Meteor now that its stats have been reset due to the switch, so it's gonna drop yet another Draco. As it takes another Weather Wall first, because this thing is insanely fast. We're gonna take one more Weather Wall. And the Draco gets dropped. Bang! It's dead. Now, the next Pokemon that can kill me is going to come in. And that is going to be Jinx, because it outspeeds and kills me with Freeze Dry or Aura Sphere, depending on the day. I believe, yeah. So it's going to randomly choose between Freeze Dry and Aura Sphere. We, luckily, have our burned Escargot that cannot get frozen because of the Freeze Dry. From the Freeze Dry, rather. So, Escargot is going to come in. And we take a Freeze Dry. Boom. And we take a little bit of burn. And now there is a risk in this fight, chat. There is a 1 in 5,000 chance that it uses Psychic on this turn, and Psychic special defense drops. I believe we do have we do have an out if that happens, but we haven't planned it, so we don't know for sure. So we're gonna hope we don't see Psychic, and then that doesn't special. It's not gonna happen. 2 X Scissors kill here, so we're gonna X Scissor and X Scissor, even through the burn, which is very silly. Just because Jink freaking sucks. We needed to burn so we couldn't get frozen, and because this is a Focus Sash, you know, we're two-shotting anyways, so yeah, we just X Scissor here. Alright, the 1 in 5,000 didn't happen. Great. Yeah, and it survived. That wasn't even Focus Sash. It just survived on that. And we get burned, and I think that brings us below half, which will activate our Citrus Berry. And we will take one more hit. Killing with X Scissor. So yeah, we're going to take one more Aura Sphere. Whoa. And now, the Magnezone comes in, because it outspeeds and sees that it can kill me with Thunder, because it's boosted thanks to the electric terrain, and it's boosted thanks to the electric terrain, and can't miss because it's raining. So it will be using Thunder this turn, and we will be switching in our ground type. This thing has Sturdy and Explosion, so, and a Custap Berry to, if you hit it to Sturdy, it just explodes. So, we're just gonna take that. It could just explode on this turn. If it does, whatever. Like, actually, just whatever. So we're just gonna Earthquake. It's gonna bring it down to 1 HP. It used Hidden Power, yeah, exactly. Alright. So, Peanut's now able to Earthquake. And it survives with Sturdy, and unfortunately it does have the Custap Berry, so it will move first in its priority bracket. But I have a move that is in a higher priority bracket. Ice Shard, priority move. So, Ice Shard kills it before it can explode. It can act faster, but not fast enough. There we go. There it is. So now there's only one Pokemon left, and that Pokemon is Tentacruel. And Tentacruel sees that it kills me with Scald. And so it must use it. It must Scald. And P is pre-damaged, so Scald exits it out. There it is. We get emergency exited out, and we're able to switch in Sprout. Now, Sprout is able to kill this Tentacruel, but this Tentacruel outspeeds. It has Scald, it has Toxic, it has Substitute, and it has Protect. Basically, it could Protect this turn, it could Substitute this turn, it might not Toxic. I don't think it can Toxic, but it could also Scald. Essentially, we spam Earthquake, and the turn that it happens to use Scald is the turn that it dies. We have a Ross Berry in case we get burned. So it's gonna try and PP stall us, but I don't think it matters. Toxic. There it is. There's this Toxic, and it dies now. Yeah, we looked at the moveset and we were like, yeah, Torterra just is able to kill it if it ever doesn't use Substitute or Protect, so. Bang. Fight's done. Another fight down. Yeah, it's possible for him to PP stall Earthquake, but it wasn't gonna happen. The odds of that were so astronomically low that it's not even a risk. Alright, so we have Mantine with Swift Swim and a Water Gem. We're making way more progress than I ever expected today. I'm just gonna be honest with you. A Mantine! Alright, do we have a fast Pokemon that can kill? We do. So it looks like with a Choice Scarf, Electrode Hisui can kill this Mantine. I think. Wait, maybe not. Is this just regular rain? With no electric terrain? Gulp. Hold on. Is Mantine... Mantines are always demons. I don't know why, but they're kind of crazy. Okay, do we have a physical attacking... You know what? We'll finish this line on Wednesday. I'm starting to get tired and impatient, and I don't want to make any mistakes, so we have to pre-damage a bunch of Pokemon to specific values, I think.